Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading. Scorpio, we're gonna see what messages the divine wants you to receive in this reading. I always remind you that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate to someone else who's watching this reading. Scorpio, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, that would be awesome, as it helps with the YouTube algorithms. Okay, what I'm gonna do also is get some tarot cards for you to see what the tarot wants to tell you. Scorpio, I also have another channel that is to do with love and matters of the heart. So if you want to see more of my work, I'm gonna link that channel in the description box below. So we have your cards. Interesting. Okay, so we have your tarot card. We're gonna pop this card to one side at the moment and we can get started. Scorpio, let me just move these cards out of the way because I'm limited for space at the moment. I couldn't decide which tarot cards and which oracle cards I wanted to use today, so all my cards are everywhere and I don't have space. So, Scorpio, okay, there is a situation, there is a feeling that you have been perhaps asking for a sign, asking the divine to tell you a yes or no answer. There is just something that is here, because the first card that we received for you is saying, listen, Scorpio, the answer is no. Okay, and not only is it no, right now it is the time to wait. Right now it is the time to postpone things, just to pause and to take it easy. If someone wants you to be in a rush, then you need to tell them no. And I thought, wow, that's interesting, because if we're considering that right now we are in Mercury retrograde, and this is the time to just take things slow. This is the time to just be in that energy of introspection, not rushing anything. This is the perfect time of reflection before you can give a yes or no answer to anyone else. So if anyone is rushing you and needs an answer right now, then it is no. If you wanted to proceed with something and you just were praying to the divine for a sign, for an answer, then the answer is no. Okay, so let's pop this card to one side and let's talk about what your other cards we have here. So the divine is saying that, listen, Scorpio, okay, your reality right now is a direct reflection of the choices that you have made in the past. Okay, so let's talk and expand on this card a little bit more. So remember, the first card that you received was saying no. So some of you might be like, oh, but I really need to do this, I really need to do that. And you go and rush and give an answer and you're saying, yes, let's do it. Then later on, you find out that you have to go and redo the things that you are in a rush now to do. Does that make sense? Because we are in Mercury retrograde. So if you're signing some contracts, if you're saying yes to something, if you're wanting to buy a new phone, a new car, a new house, a new this, and you rush, later on, you're just going to find out that that decision is going to sort of like backtrack. You're going to have to go and redo things. If you're buying a car, you're going to find out that that car breaks down more often than not. If you're buying a new electrical equipment, that equipment breaks down, doesn't work as well, and you have to go back to the shop to go and sort out this mess instead of just waiting it out and wait till after Mercury's gone retrograde. So this is what this card is talking about, that the decisions that you're making now, later on, either you're redoing things to fix something, or either you are just finding out that you completely made the wrong choice. So again, take it easy, pause. It's a no right now. The time will come when the answer is yes. All right. And not only that, all right, the divine is saying that listen to yourself also, because you are your own guru. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know best. Because you are also being encouraged to follow your intuition. You are also being encouraged to see how this answer sits with you. Okay, so maybe you're hearing this message and you're saying to yourself, you know what? I know the answer is no right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do what it is that I need to do, because I can't wait till after Mercury goes direct. I can't wait for this and that. Then the divine is saying, you take the steps that you need to take, because your own intuition is always going to be directing you. Your own intuition is never going to lead you astray. So as you're listening to this reading, also ask yourself, how do I feel? Also tap into your own intuition. Learn to be your own guru. You don't have to listen to anyone else. Tap into your own intuitive guide. Tap into your own wisdom and knowledge. So start learning, so that in the future, when you need to make decisions, you don't have to rush to watch a YouTube video. You can just tap into that intuitive guide that already resides within you. Learn to be your own guru. And also, for some of you, there is a message about learning, about wealth. There's a message about strategizing and growth. There is a message asking you, what is your wealth strategy? Because right now, some of you are in that energy of waiting. Okay, you're selling something, you're selling your home, you're waiting for inheritance, you're waiting for money to come in. There is a waiting game right now. So the divine is saying, instead of wasting this time, this is the perfect time for you to educate, to strategize. Because remember, the answer was no. We are not making any major decisions right now. We are not making any life-changing decisions right now, because this is the time to learn. This is the time to grow. This is the time to put strategies in place, so that when the time is saying yes, go, 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 you have a strategy in place. You know what you're doing, you know where you're going, and you know why. Because understand this, if you are not putting a strategy in place, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. You plan to bring that energy of heartache, that energy where you are learning through mistakes. Because remember what I told you, that your life is a direct reflection of the choices that you are making today. So if you are failing to prepare, to strategize, then you have the tarot card, which is the Three of Swords. And if you have been watching tarot videos for a while, you know that the Three of Swords brings that energy of pain, that energy of disappointment. So again, if you don't have a plan, you are planning to disappoint yourself in the future. This is why the answer is no, so that you can learn, so that you can grow, so that you can put plans in place. Whilst this card, this energy, this Mercury retrograde is in play. And as you move forward, you can go forward with a solid plan. Then you can avoid this energy of the Three of Swords. Is that clear? Did I make it simple to understand the energies that are here? So the energies, if we reverse them, it's simple. Okay, you rush to make some maybe financial decisions. You have no strategies in place, equals a lot of pain in the future, a lot of disappointment in the future. So you can avoid this disappointment and pain in the future. Mercury retrogrades really ruins my speech, you know. Seriously. So you can avoid this energy of pain in the future by having a strategy, by growing, by learning right now, whilst the answer is no. So you are using this energy in a positive way, rather than just thinking, I'm just going to sit it out. Mercury retrograde says no, so I'm just going to paint my nails. I'm going to Netflix. I'm going to do this and that. No. When Mercury retrograde is in force, it is the perfect time to put strategies in place, to learn, to understand that when the time is a yes, then it is time to go, 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 go. So the energies are always having that yin and yang type of energy. Sometimes it's a no. This is time for growth. This is time for research. And then when it's a yes, you have researched, you have grown, and you are now limitless. So can you see how the energies are working perfectly together? You are now limitless because you have a strategy in place, because you have been exercising that intuitive muscle of yours, and you are understanding how to rely on your own instincts. You are understanding that growth happens through strategy, and that growth that happens, that attainment that you're receiving, that abundance that you're receiving because you are limitless, it grows because you have a strategy in place. And I know it is boring. I know it is not glamorous when we are strategizing, when we are learning, when we're reading, when we are educating. But at the end of the day, it is very glamorous when in the future your balance, your wealth is overflowing because you did the unglamorous bit of creating abundance for yourself. So this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.